So what's going on? This is Kevin Holt here with Ball Her Hoops. Coming at you again with another episode, first podcast with all three of us being on here. Thank y'all for being on here with me, coaches.
Yeah.
If we haven't introduced ourselves, of course, I'm Kevin Holt. Y'all can introduce yourselves accordingly.
Coach Gibson, how you doing? And say the best for last. Go ahead.
Y'all know me. I'm Coach Diggs with Unseen Fire. You see me around.
All right. So that's what it is. You know, we all here today. We're going to discuss a little bit about this June basketball. A lot of basketball about to happen right now. We got AAU season, like spring AAU starting to end. You got school ball starting. A lot of teams are starting to work out, practice, get ready for team camps, little events, all different types of things. So we're going to start with spring AAU. A lot of good teams so far in our area that have been dominating. So for me, hottest team right now, I'm going to say is the Sarah Strong team. Lady Strong 2024 with Serenity McNair, Sarah Strong. I always say her name wrong, Denaje Brooks. I think that's how you say it. But they got a tough team. Emerson, she's a good kid on that team as well. They've beaten pretty much everybody. I don't think they've lost this year. I wanted to see them. I'm a little mad that I didn't see them play in the Inside Exposure event. I wish they would have been in it. That would have been a huge event for them to be in, play some of those takeover teams, Curry, West Virginia Thunder, who was probably one of the top 16U teams in the country. I would love to see them in that, but they've still been dominating. But I'm sure we'll see them sooner or later play against those top teams. Just a matter of when and not where it'll be at. It'll probably be in Charlotte, but I would love to see when it happens. What about you, Coach Gibson?
I have to agree with you there, man. Lady Strong, I've seen them personally. They just consistently been dominant, consistently getting dominant, man. I would love to see them get better, see how they would get better. I also like what I've seen from CP3 in the early part of the season. I think they've been dominant on a national scale, well, on the local and national scale. They handled themselves pretty well in their first Nike session. From some of the independent teams we got around here, I also like how Charlotte Dream Elite kind of pulled it together after losing some pieces. They look pretty good at the Inside Exposure event.
Man, just to piggyback off of y'all, man, if that would have been tough if they would have been in that Charlotte tournament because there's so many good teams there. That competition would have been crazy. Gym really would have been packed out. But, you know, like you said, Coach Holt, you know, a lot of teams will see them soon. And I think it'll be some good competition, competitive with these kids. So I'm excited to see them because I haven't seen them play this year. So I definitely want to see them ball out.
Yeah. Right. So I think I got teams to watch for as the next topic. And I might be a little biased on this, but I think Team Curry 16 team, really tough team. I don't really I look in North Carolina and like I've said before, I think I've said it on Twitter. I really want to see them versus their Lady Strong team just because of they're a North Carolina team. We're like Team Curry's a North Carolina team. I don't want to say we're because, nobody is here. But I think with the pieces that both teams have, it'll be a great matchup. And they'll really compete and get after it. With the CP3 team, I'm trying to think of another 16U. I'm going to throw EA Prep. Y'all have 16Us pretty tough and feisty. I can't really think of any other 16Us my bad. Carolina Elite 16U is tough as nails too. Taylor Barner is. Yeah. I don't know if we've all seen her play before. Yeah. She's probably one of the better guards in the state. I see her recruitment's picking up. I know that June 1st, that hotline started blinging for her. Yeah, crazy. I'm sure it was going crazy for her. We just had Grayson Goff. Her team doesn't play in North Carolina, but she's still a tough 2024. And I would love to see her team come down and play some of our North Carolina teams as well. What about you guys?
Yeah. I mean, shoot. them 16U Curry girls, I don't know who their coaches are, but they out here, you know what I'm saying, giving them business. But I mean, it's still a little more work to do. But when they play, when we play how we supposed to play, man, I'm telling you, I don't know who could stop us in North Carolina. To be honest, but it's a lot of good competition out there. But these young kids, man, I know they're excited. Their phones ringing off the hook for the first time. Coaches getting calls about their kids, man. I know it's been crazy since the first. So I'm excited to hear about it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna just flat out say it, man. I think that the Courage 16U team is a national team and need to get that recognition.
Absolutely.
Outside of that, I mean, the Taylor Barnes kid is a national type kid. That team, I just don't think is there yet. But Lady Strong, and if you start talking nationally, the Lady Strong teams, I believe they can compete nationally. But definitely that Curry team, they've definitely gotten better. They jumped out the gate hot at the Western PA event. And then, they've just been building on it consistently with the kids that they have. So I think July tell the tape. I know those coaches, they always good. Kevin's always able to make adjustments with his team, so they always get better over time. And I think that's going to be the biggest difference with all the programs, seeing who can really make adjustments, really get these kids to learn some things and get better when July hit.
Oh, man, July going to be crazy. I'm telling you, people about to be coming out because these kids are working hard. They're training every day. I see it. They about to be totally different coming July because, I know all these coaches still telling them, look, this is the time. July is the time. So, yeah, these kids about to come out stronger than ever.
Yeah, we got some pieces. We still trying to get acclimated on our 16U ad and Devin Long and Chloe Moss, two kids that can really, really expand in their game right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing all these kids get out there in July. And like I say, it's really going to tell the tape what these programs can do as far as getting these kids to grow from where they are.
Right. For sure.
And I don't want to leave out 15U because it's a lot of good 15U teams. I seen Queen City Ballers. They kind of hurt me a little bit talking about we Charlotte. Oh, this our city. I'm like, that's kind of crazy. But I mean, they had a really good win versus a Team Curry team. But there's so many good teams in our area. And I want to give a shout out to the Lady Attack team that beat the CP3 team. I know CP3 was missing a player, but at the same time, you go in, you got to play with who's on the court. Lady Attack won a big game against CP3 in the Inside Exposure event. And
was it 16s?
17s.
17s? Oh, wow.
17s. Yeah, they're 17U. With Mia Exodus, she's big time player. I'll put any point guard against Mia Exodus, and I know Mia's going to do what she do, regardless of what happens. So just to keep moving, we North transfers, big time transfers coming out of our area. Mila Holloway, she transferred to Legacy Early College. I'm sure that's a huge blow for Chambers. And then one of the Team Curry girls, Maraja Pass, who was on that Shelby championship team, she went to, let me not get this wrong, Winston-Salem Christian. Yep, Winston-Salem Christian. Her and Jada. They both at Winston-Salem Christian. Two big pieces to add. The coach there does a great job recruiting players. They're big as far as that. I'm hearing rumblings of another transfer. I don't like the spread, but
what you hear, Coach? What you hear,
Country
Coach?
Day is getting those Hankerson sisters, that automatically puts them back into contention for the playoffs for private school 4A because those sisters can go. I mean, with those three, I don't think Country Day was really bringing back much. So if you got those three girls coming in with that experience, I think that's a big get. And I've heard this from multiple different people that the old coach, Coach Hassan, shout out to Coach Hassan. He called me and was talking about it. I was like, well, yeah, that's a little crazy, but happy for them. If it's true, I don't know how true it is, but that would be big for them. And anybody else I'm missing?
I mean,
I
it's a
don't
lot
think
of
so.
stuff going on in this game.
Right.
It's a lot of people switching, man. Well, I don't think so much switching. Well, let me start with this. Let's talk about Maraja's pass move and like Jada Creech's move first. I think what we're seeing now is the beginning of the cause and effect of what's going on the boys' side of North Carolina with programs getting to that national prominence and getting kids against national type talent more consistently, I would say, than faster, because we do have schools that get an opportunity to play against national type talent. But on a more consistent basis. One thing for sure is Delaney Rudd, when he was at the school in Kernsville and now in Winston, he's been able to play. You gonna play some top talent. It's gonna make or break you. You go up there. That's for sure. So I think it's gonna be really good for Maraja Pass and good for Jada Creech, knowing her since she was young. She's a tough kid. So I think some of these moves are that kind of a move. I could see Mia Holloway making that move to Legacy, which is becoming a national type program. They got some national type kids there with the kids that playing for the Upper Stars right now with Trinity Vance. So it's some good moves that these kids are making that I think we're seeing the cause and effect of where our culture may be going, which will be a good thing. I think we have some schools that we're mentioning that'll be, right on the cusp of that. I think Cannon is one. They're right there on the cusp of breaking down that door and being a national type program. Providence Day has been one, off and on over the years. So I just think it's the cause and effect of being able to get there, if that makes sense.
For sure.
Man, wherever Maraja goes, she's going to continue to have her game. She's a dog. So, I mean, everybody says it. Everybody sees it. The littlest thing on the court, but I'm telling you, that'd be the last one you bully. For sure. So, she's going to make a big impact at Winston-Salem Christian. So, I'm happy for her and excited to see what they can do.
Right.
One school we didn't talk about, and I don't want to not talk about them because they're going to be ridiculously good. 101 Academy is going to be ridiculous this year. If both teams really, like, honestly, both teams are going to be really solid. I've been to just with meeting with Anthony and seeing some of the girls that's there. It's going to be tough. You already got Ella and Camry, who are both around. Camry's just as tall as Ella now.
Right.
She's
That's
about
crazy.
6'3", 6'4", which is crazy. But then you add Delaney Hill. Delaney Hill's been pretty solid her freshman and sophomore year at Providence, pretty much putting them on their back.
Some work this spring too.
Yep, she's been putting in work.
She's been putting in some work this spring.
She's been with the Flames out of Asheville, Carolina Flames, which is a great program too. Yep, great program. I always said that they were a solid program, and I think she's only getting better. There are a couple other girls. Kate Decker is over there now. So it's a lot of kids that with winning experience. Kate Decker, I'm forgetting the other girl.
Poole.
JL. JL Poole. You got that championship experience. Like, no matter the minutes that you getting to practice against players that want that, they got that hunger for that championship, and you a part of that. That just builds your confidence. So I think 101 is going to be really good this year. I'm sure Anthony will have them playing against whoever, whenever.
Man,
don't care about the competition.
Ames over there, he want all smoke. I already know.
For sure.
I already know with the names over there, he want all smoke, man. Straight up.
And that leads me into Northside Christian. Northside Christian Academy is building something. Like, serious. Zoe Henderson is over there. Nikera. Couple young girls are coming into Northside, along with the kid that's there already. I can't think of her name.
It's not Lacey.
Brianna Carlock. Carlock's already there. They're gonna have a solid team, and then they're playing 1A. And Coach Diggs, you probably could attest to this. We just came from a school playing 1A private school.
Yeah.
If you got 4 or 5 pieces, you're automatically top
in the ship.
Like, I won't say championship yet because, of course, Victory Christian is going to be have another solid year. And then Sarah Strong's at Grace Academy, and they're not going nowhere. And then Greenfield School's still going to be pretty solid because you got Serenity McNair. But I think Northside Christian will be right there. I know they're probably waiting for like one or two more players to fill out their roster, but they have a solid roster right now. And I think they're going to be really good.
Yeah, this kid, they got Amani Womack played at Rocky River.
Rocky River, yep.
Yeah, like a lot of people, you know how it goes, man. They wasn't on him. They didn't win a lot of games last year, but the kid can play. Film don't lie. So I think she's really going to help them out. Anna Johnson, she going to be nice. Young kid.
Beast, 7th grader. She'll be in the 8th grade next year.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure to be able to be around this kid, work with this kid before, man. She's somebody that's just a sponge. So I'm just interested to see how that's going to take off for her. So they're going to be pretty darn good. Carolock, that team she's on with the Gems right now is pretty good. Shout out to them and that team.
Shout out to the Gems.
Yeah, they played a good game a few weeks ago. I'm always watching that ball, man. But definitely, man, I think they're gonna be really good. You know, that 1A is gonna be tough. Grace Christians popped up and they getting all the work right now on the circuit together as a program. You know, with their 2024 and 2025 teams all playing with Lady Strong, those girls are working.
Right.
So, you know, coach is a good strategist. I think he's gonna pull it together. Got a good staff. I know they're gonna definitely be a powerhouse in that 1A.
Right.
For sure.
I think so too. So that leads us to Chambers. What happens at Chambers now? Are they still one of those teams that you see as a top contender for the championship? I've heard nothing but great things about the new coach there. Heard that she's going to be really good for the program. But at the same time, you lose almost nearly your whole roster. I think one or two kids may still be around, but all your top dogs are pretty much gone. How do you think they fare this year?
Sure, I don't know, man. I mean, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, especially with the new coach coming in. So I think she's gonna try her best, you know what I'm saying, to get those kids in to be that top contender again. But I mean, it's hard losing your strong players. So we gotta see what the build up be like after that.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with Coach Diggs. You know, I know that conference very well. Everybody's got everybody coming back. That's going to make it already a challenge. Got teams at the top that were going to be really good, you know, like North Meck and, you know, Hopewell. Then and you got Mallard Creek they were young last year. KD can coach. They're going to be really good. They've added a piece in Bella Childs. So they're going to be good. And then you get out of conference, you start talking about the Lake Normans and the other programs. I just think they just needed that year to catch up. So it's going to be really tough with Chambers. You know, they're going to have that target on their back with 3 state championship, regardless of how it goes, who they have, whoever we put on those jerseys. It's going to be tough. But I think Coach is going to be up for that challenge because I watched Coach Neely. She does a great job getting teams together.
I like that. I wish the best for Coach Neely just for the simple fact that she took that job kind of knowing that she may not have that same roster, and she still has confidence in what she can do, and that's a big thing. You gotta have confidence as a coach, especially in that position. In that position, you gotta have the confidence that you're gonna get it back there because it's a pressure situation.
Yeah,
like, you coming off of 3 state championships and just winning. It's like, man, what you gonna do? You gotta get us here. But right, so now getting to this June basketball, we're gonna go straight to the Cox Mill Lady Chargers Shootout, which is Monday and Tuesday of this week. I think it's the 11th and the 12th, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. No, it's the 13th and the 14th.
13th and the 14th, man. My dates all messed up. You know, we just got out of school. My days all messed up. 13th and the 14th. A lot of big-time players, big-time teams. I'm going to go through the team list really quickly. One-on-one prep has 2 teams in it. T.W. Andrews, Butler, Cannon, Country Day, Cox Mill, Hickory Ridge, Lake Norman, Mallard Creek, and West Charlotte. Which team are you looking forward to the most in this this challenge, this event?
Man, I definitely, not to be biased, but gotta rock with my Cannon girls, man. They work so hard and they bring back pretty much everybody. So, I mean, they're gonna be that top contender again, and coming in and seeing them do their thing is gonna be real nice. But also, North Mac, I'm excited to see what they could do as well. They got some tough girls over there, so I want to see how they act up as well.
Yeah, they're gonna be a good team in June. Bar any everybody getting healthy for that North Met team, I think they're gonna be really good next year. I know they got a couple injuries. Hopefully, De'Ara and both her and Nevaeh get better and they come back 100%, and they'll be definitely in the conversation for championships. What about you, Coach?
Oh man, as far as the Cox Mill, man, I'm really looking forward. I got two teams, man. If you don't mind,
You good?
I'm interested in seeing Mallard Creek. They were really young. They had a lot of adversity, but I saw bits and pieces, of a team that could be really, really good. So all her players have been kind of having good springs and getting healthy. She just kind of been adding. So I'm looking to see what they got. They've added a kid that plays with us with Bella Childs, who's been out of basketball, but looks really good right now as far as her ability to put the ball in the hole. So yeah, they look pretty good to me. And then the other team, man, was Cox Mills, man, the host team. I thought Coach did a great job. He had like 5 seniors, but the freshman that he had this year long was pretty good and has had a good spring. He has another kid, Kennedy Bellamy, is really had a good spring on our 16U program. When I say good, I mean like consistent. So just ready to see what he can bring together with that team, knowing they're going to be kind of like my dark horse in that conference.
Right. I'm going to, of course, Cannon. I definitely want to see what they will do.
You mean we, Coach?
Yeah, non-biased. But I got 2 teams too, and it's 2 teams that are in the same conference. As Cox Mill, Lake Norman and Hickory Ridge.
Okay.
I think, of course, Lake Norman is probably, I feel like they're one of the favorites for 4A state champions this year because they bring back so much and they got some, and they got bigger from what I've heard. I've heard multiple people say they got some size, some 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" size.
You heard a lot, Coach. You heard a lot. Spill the tea. Spill the tea.
Your ears got to be to the ground. Your ears got to be to the ground. And then, of course, with Hickory Ridge coming off a really good year, I think Cherie Gidney's been having a pretty good summer from what I've seen on Twitter. The other kid, the guard, the shooter, names is bad. I want to say it's Alyssa. Excuse me for messing up names because it's a lot of players in this county. But she's Alyssa, I think it's Alyssa Lewis. Maybe I might get it wrong. She'll correct me.
Right, Coach.
We got you now.
And then they had a good point guard there. They played really solid basketball last year. So I want to see them in this tournament or this event and see how they do. I honestly want to see one-on-one prep as well. I mean, they got 2 teams, and I know what type of caliber they'll bring. So I want to see how they'll bring their teams together and compete. So other teams that just name one team that you would like to see in June. Coach, you already said North Mac. I think that's a huge one. For me, I want to see, and this might be real random, but I want to see how Hardin does this year.
Okay.
From just, me listening out, me hearing, me and talking to people, I've seen some pieces that may be coming over to Harding that may make them a little bit better than they were last year. And I think Coach Petaway wants to continuously improve. And I think she is a great person for that job to continue that improvement. So I want to see what they do, if they do anything this summer to get better. I know they'll do workouts, but I want to see them get in the gym and play. So that's my team that I would like to see. What about you, Coach?
Me, Diggs.
You already said North Mac.
Yeah, I said North Mac. Yeah. Coach Gibson, Coach G.
I would have to say, man, a team I'm gonna see this week, West Charlotte.
Yeah.
I work with their kids. I got some kids over there that I absolutely love that's been in the gym, so I'm ready to see them get out there and put their work in and iron sharpen iron. I'm ready to see them get out there and get after it against some of the better girls in the city and see them compete at a high level. They play in a tough conference. I got faith in them in that 3A playoffs this year. So they got a lot coming back. They had an injury at point guard with Latasia Andrews. But John A. Bennett she's definitely growing up, definitely can go. So I'm interested to see West Charlotte. And Harden's going to be good, Coach. That point guard, Jalen Brimmer over there can play.
For sure she can. For sure
she can play. Yes.
I know it. I know Jaden is definitely one of the players, and she's exciting to watch too. She's so quick and fast and gets up the court so well. Ready to see what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So which team, we got about 2 more topics and we don't want to make this too long, but which team will have some young freshmen that will make an immediate impact? So I'm going to go ahead and give my one because this is the one. Jada McClure. She playing for Coach Springer at Providence Day. I think she's going to come in and make such an immediate impact that it's going to be to the point where between them and Cannon, of course, it's going to be a battle, not even just for the conference, but for the state. I don't know what Raven Gap is bringing back, but I know North Raleigh Christian lost so much that it's going to make an immediate impact when Jada gets there, and she's going to have a target on her back because it's not like you don't know who she is. A lot of people know who she is. A lot of people know the pedigree that she brings. So I would like to see how she adjusts to that high school game now, because it's a different game. It's even different than AAU because she's not playing up. She's playing 15U, 14U, so she's not really playing at the level that the high school game is going to be played at. So I want to see how she does. What about you guys?
I agree with you, Coach. Like you said, it's gonna be a different ball game from AAU to high school, but I think she'll dress pretty good. I mean, once she get a couple of scrimmages in and a couple of runs with them high school girls, she's gonna adjust very well and know exactly, where she fits in at. So I think that's a good one. I think that's a good one. Good impact.
What about you, Coach Gibson?
Oh man, I gotta go with Hannah Moss. I agree with everything.
I agree too, Coach.
I agree with everything y'all saying about Jada. I think, that environment, she's gonna flourish. She's gonna do what she do. Hannah Moss is definitely going to be very impactful on that independent squad. Man, I'm gonna have to see them twice a year, times hopefully. But she's going to probably be very impactful with the 2 guards they already have with Chloe Moss, her sister really coming out of her bag right now. She's in her bag, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing from her. They got some pieces. Hannah Moss is going to be able to really do what she do with all those pieces around her, being less of a pressure situation than Jada McClure is going to be in with having to go up against Samaya Suffering and Lily Booker and then Country Day. If they get them monsters back over there, it's gonna be time to grow up a little bit. So I just think the supporting cast over at Indy is gonna help Hannah adjust really well to the high school.
Yeah. She real smooth with it. I like Hannah's game. She's doing very well during the summer as well. So I think she'll adjust pretty good. They got great coaches at Indy. Shout out to Coach G. What's up, Rumi? But yeah, I think she's gonna help them out, for the little bit that they are losing. So, and then of course you got Kitchen over there and they, the PG over there as well. So I think they're gonna be pretty good.
So Coach, you didn't mention who I thought you was gonna mention. I thought you were going to say Misa Garris.
Who?
Misa.
Hey, listen. Misa gonna be all right. You know what I
Hey,
mean? We'll keep
you
that Ferrari in the garage right now, man.
you got two of them over there, Gabrielle
Yeah.
and Misa. I think they're gonna be good impacts. I mean, you're gonna have the leadership with Betsy and Jessica and the other guards. Rivera, I think that's the last name. I can't think of the first name, but a lot of good guards there. You know, it's gonna be some expectations. You know, you
Listen,
got some shoes to fill.
you gonna make me show myself, man. I'm coming though like a dog, like the
Hey,
dog I am. Believe that.
yes,
You
sir.
gotta show. You gotta show up and show out, Coach. Go ahead,
Yeah.
let it out. Unleash.
It's
Yep.
coming
Yeah.
for
Humble
sure.
in my approach though.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so back to the Cox Mill event. They are doing a pool play. There's 3 pools. And Pool A, you got 101 Red, Mallet Creek, Cox Mill, and TW Andrews. Pool B, Cannon, Hickory Ridge, Butler, and a to be announced team. And then Pool C, 101 White, Lake Norman, West Charlotte, Charlotte Country Day. So it'll work like this. You got pool play, then you got bracket play. Bracket play is single elimination. Pool play, you get your 3 games, and then the next day you'll find out who you will play for bracket play. So out of these games, I've sent the schedule. Which teams do you think, like which games are you looking forward to the most? I already got a couple. I'm gonna say mine first just to, get us started. I want to see the 101 team against if Country 101 Red versus Mallet Creek. I want to see that game. That's one of the games I think will be really good. And then Lake Norman versus West Charlotte. They used to be in the same conference. Just knowing my background, I know they used to be in the same conference. Lake Norman is a solid team. West Charlotte's a team that might surprise the people this year and definitely got a chance in 3A to be like an upset person. So I want to see how those two teams have grown from February to now. So that'll be my 2 games. Whichever one of y'all want to go next, even if you only got one.
I mean, I agree with you. The 101 and West Charlotte was definitely one of my tops. I definitely want to see how they compete, and like you said, how West Charlotte come out. You know what I'm saying? Because they have this expectation, but I also want to see Cannon and Butler. I want to see how Butler comes out. I know they got their point guard over there that play for our 15U team, and Cannon, of course, the one and only Samaya. I think she one of the top guards in North Carolina, point guards in North Carolina. So I'm excited to see how that turnout comes. So I will be watching on that.
Yeah.
Taylor Scott back over at Butler.
I want to see if Shayla gonna play. I was just about to say that. If
Yeah,
Shayla's playing, that might be a
You said who?
Shayla
Scott.
I'm telling man, my girl Shayla come out. Boy, she gonna be out there. I'm
She's
telling you.
I don't know if she's gonna play in it.
That's why I even mentioned her. I don't know if she's gonna play, but if she do, boy, I tell you, Shayla gonna come out jumping out the gym.
Yes, sir. What about you, Coach?
I'm thinking that I like the Cox Mill Mallet Creek game. It was both 2 teams I mentioned I wanted to see in this event. I'm looking forward to seeing that game. I look forward to be a gritty game, hard fought game, competitive game. Just simply knowing the kids in that game, one team being young and trying to prove their point that we here this year. The other team is trying to solidify themselves in a tough conference. With 2 of their conference opponents right there in the gym, with Hickory Ridge and Lake Norman. So I'm interested in that game. And then I want to see the Country Day and West Charlotte game as well. I do know Coach Bridges, and one thing in our conversation is I want the smoke, Coach. So it was interesting, he got this opportunity, he jumped on it. And again, I've been talking about West Charlotte, so the reasons I want to see this game. They got Jade Kerr coming off a fabulous season over there at West Charlotte. She's had a good spring as well. She got her doses from Sarah Strong, really motivated her. So yeah, those are 2 games I'm ready to see. It's all gonna be good. I'm ready to get in the gym, see you guys, be there all day. I'm already excited about the recaps. Oh, yeah. They
Oh,
better
yeah.
come to play, Coach. They better come to play because I'm going to tell you about it.
Yeah, we ain't holding back now. Y'all going to have to show us
We're
something.
definitely going to tell you about it. One thing for sure. I can't wait to see them play.
And I don't want to slight Lake Norman because Lake Norman is going to be a beast. Their players, dang, why I can't get nobody's name right today? I know
you on the spotlight.
Addie's been a shooter. She's been lights out. She's been playing some point guard for Lady Attack National 15U. And then this the one I always forget her name. The point guard there. She plays with B-May. She's been a beast this year. And I can't think of her name, and I always mess it up. I always get her and Cassidy Gaddis messed up, but her name is not Cassidy.
It's Kristen Lewis.
Kristen Lewis Williams. Good job, Coach.
Oh, man, no, we don't forget no names now, man. They can hoop. I'm that name right here.
Kristen is one of my favorite players, and I always get her name mixed up.
Man,
the reason she is my favorite player because I don't think it's anything that she can't do on the court. Right. Like, she'll go down, grab the rebound, come down, make a pass. They don't score. She's going to get it back, and she's going to do something with it. Man. Like, she carried them. And I watched the final game, the conference tournament championship versus Hickory Ridge. And I lie to you not, she grabbed almost every rebound in the fourth quarter for her team. And it was just amazing because it's like, man, you wouldn't expect the point guard to be doing this because she's grabbing it, running the point, finding her players, making sure they're in the right spots. And I think she's going to have a huge year. I think she's really going to have a huge year this year. So I want to see them this year. But, all right, so last question. Who you got to win it all? Who you got to win this Cox Mill tournament? I'm going to go ahead and put it out there that I'm going with Cannon. So go ahead and put that out there.
Hey, man, I got to rock with you, Coach. I'm going with Cannon. I mean, just because the coaching staff, I know that's over there. Shout out to Team Curry, Ashley, and Kelvin. I'm just saying, like, how strong that is, and the kids that they got coming in, they basically grew under their wings. So, I mean, I think they're going to take it. I'm going to rock out with Canada, too.
Y'all supposed to pick somebody else so I don't get beat up.
It's all right, Coach. Go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, I'm going to pick the dark horse. I'm going to pick the home team.
Okay.
I am anticipating that the home team is not going to let nobody come in their house and just beat them.
Okay. I'm going to go with a championship game just so I won't be too biased. I'm going with Cannon versus Lake Norman.
That is that sounds like a good one.
In a battle of guards, that's going to be a really good game. I would love to see Samaya and
Kristen. I need you to write it down, Coach.
I'm going to have to because I don't know why I always want to call her Cassidy.
Samaya
and Kristen. When
type of competitor, you know,
that's gonna be a dog.
She may have the type of performance make us not forget it, man. That's what we hoping.
Hey, I want to see it, and I don't count out 1-on-1. I don't know how they're gonna mix up their teams.
They're gonna be up there. They might be.
They're gonna be right there. I want to see those
go down to the point guard play,
and all three of them have good point guard play though. That's the crazy part. Delaney Hill.
Two is always better than one, though, Coach.
Yeah, but you got Delaney Hill and, if I'm not mistaken, Cassidy Gaddis is actually playing for 1-on-1 this year. Maybe I might be mistaken. But
you got all the tea, Coach. All the tea. I'm telling you.
She's playing for 1-on-1. You see what she did last year at Newton Conover. I think she went up for like a 40 ball or 50 ball last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
if she played 1-on-1 with Delaney Hill and Ella Hobbs, hey, I'm still going with Cannon, but it's gonna be a tough one. But yeah, I appreciate y'all being on here today. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here and look forward to see us at Cox Mill. If you see us, come speak. We don't mind talking. We can talk basketball. If you feel like we wrong, it's all right. You can tell us.
Let us know.
Have a conversation, baby.
Have a conversation with us. We don't mind. Sometimes I get bored sitting over there by myself. But it's all good. But signing out, I appreciate you. Baller Hoops, we out. All right.